But first, Barstool Nate, the dog, made some waves when he put up a blog on the site saying that, and I haven't read this yet, but I understand that his philosophy is that plus ones to weddings should be extended to everybody, and then they should be able to bring whoever they want.
Yes, yeah, a plus one
So
should not
everybody
be.
gets a plus one, and it can be anybody you want.
I don't know if it's everyone gets a plus one. I'm gonna crack this blog open right now.
There's two different layers to that. Is if do you get a plus one, and then if you do, who can you bring?
I think it's that if you put a plus one down, it should not be. You should not be beholden to take a significant other, right?
Okay.
Like, if not everyone can afford to dish out plus ones. But if you're dishing out plus ones, it shouldn't have to be someone I'm gonna fuck that night, or probably realistically probably not fuck because I'm gonna get too drunk and we're gonna get in a fight. Who at Barstool would you take if you were forced to take a wingman?
Great question. I mean, my answer for all these things are my two favorite people, and it's usually Trent or Robbie. You know what I could see being a good time? I could see Clem being fun at a wedding.
Clem, yeah.
Clem would be a good wholesome fun time at the wedding. Who would you not bring?
Well, there's a fucking fire starter.
There's the better question.
Okay, first one, and I love this man, Roan, because Roan was my first one that popped in my head as a wingman, and I was like, oh no, fuck that. Everyone just love him and just ignore me.
I was gonna say he's way too much of a superstar.
Right.
That's gonna be like, if you're looking to get any attention that night, it's out the window.
Right. Roan would get all the attention. All the girls would be like, who's that? And he'd fucking probably grab a mic and start
freestyling at the end of the night at the bar after the party. Yeah.
I did. I don't fucking. I didn't come here for a competition. I came here to fucking have a good time. God, that's a tough one. That one came to mind just because it was so quickly like, oh, first pick who I should take, Roan. And then the other voice in my head went, what are you, an idiot?
Ironically here, Nate.
Nate, you want to take?
Hell no. Hell no. I hate Nate. You know that. I don't want him to sit with me all night. He'd end up just gossiping about Barstool all night with me. I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to dance to shout. I don't care about your page views.
He gossip about Barstool, or he would just like motherfuck the entire wedding.
Yes.
Like, he'd be like, oh, this is cheap.
He'd be like booing the speeches and shit. Wrap it up. Which again, maybe is the reason I should bring him. Maybe these are what weddings we need more of at weddings. Who knows? That's good though. Your best and worst Barstool Sports plus ones to a wedding. What an event. What a question.
I think PFT would be a great one to bring because one, people don't recognize him without his glasses. It's crazy. It's insane.
It's Clark Kent type shit.
Yeah, like people just nuts. If he doesn't have his glasses on, he doesn't get recognized.
If he puts his hair up or some shit and glasses off, it's like, this is my friend.
Yeah.
Steve.
I've never had a bad time drinking with PFT, so he'd be up there. Cons, I think, would be a good wedding guest. I think because he would do all the shit you don't want to do, like Cons would be like you'd be a good one because you'd be actually I don't know if you would. I think you do it professionally. I don't know if you do it personally. Like Cons would be a host at the dinner table.
Yeah.
Where, I could be second mic, and that's.
You know what it is about Cons. Did this with him the other day. I got a beer with him. It's just every goddamn time he pulls a koozie out of his pocket, I just want to shoot him with a gun. I want to take out the same way he pulls it out and he slides his beer in. I'm just gonna pull out a gun and then shoot him in his fucking face one day. It's ridiculous.
It is,
fucking koozie,
dude. If you think about all right. Fucking spectacles, testicles, wallet, watch.
Right.
I have a tin in the notebook. I have a tin notebook, wallet, phone. So I just hit all.
Everybody's getting mask, phone, wallet, keys, mask, and then he's always like, koozie.
Hang on, I gotta get my koozie too. Cause just start carrying a goddamn purse with all the stuff we need now. Like fucking A.
Don't encourage him.
And it would be Army too.
Do not. He'll be walking around being like, it's called a Dolce & Gabbana man bag, not a purse. Nah, he would be good. Cons would be good in a Wedding Crashers type situation with like the bougie people. If like Vince Vaughn if Owen Wilson needed to bring along someone else instead of Vince Vaughn, you bring Captain Cons with his boat shoes and his fucking sweaters and shit like that. He'd fit right in.
Yeah, he'd get kicked out of the wedding for violating White Boy Summer.
Chet, we ran down the official checklist of Chet Hanks's rules for White Boy Summer on Friday Night Pints, and we realized that he was just describing Captain Cons. In its entirety, he is completely not allowed to indulge in White Boy Summer, which is pretty funny considering he's the absolute biggest white boy.
He is white
in
boy
the fucking world.
Yeah, he should be the poster child of it. Never mind.
96% of you motherfuckers watch these videos and aren't subscribed. Shout out to the 4%. You are good people. 4% of people are watching our clips.
That's about what the I would guess the breakdown of
good people versus bad people
in the world.
Yeah.
Good people versus bad people. Probably about 96% to 4.
That's
but
fair.
Be a good person.
But it's not even. I'm not even asking you to be a good person. I'm asking you to push a button.
Yeah,
I'm asking you to click a button.
Yeah, you can be a bad person still, but just click the button.
You can be a piece of shit. Just click subscribe. 96% of you watch these clips and they're like, oh my God, that was a funny clip from this podcast. I liked it. And I'm just not going to help them out. The people who work to make it, the people who work to produce it, to post it, to upload it, and there's nothing from you. You're a bad person if you don't subscribe.
Be a good one.